Joy is not the absence of suffering. It is the presence of God. Hi, my name is Stacey Ray, and this is the story of how God led me to joy through suffering. I grew up in a small town in Missouri. I can't remember a time when Jesus was not my constant companion. I knew what it was to walk with him, but not to be carried by him. In 2004, my husband Mario and I sensed God was calling us to be parents, and he used this time to teach us that his plan is always greater than our own. Shortly after discovering I was pregnant with our first child, I suffered a miscarriage. I remember feeling confused and sad, but still hopeful. We had faith God would see us through and bless us with another child. But things were just not right and I wasn't healing. A few weeks later, after a rush visit to my doctor, it was discovered I had not had a miscarriage, but a molar pregnancy. I was rushed off to surgery with the possibility of the growth having turned to cancer and spread to my lungs. I was told complications to the surgery could lead to a hysterectomy. God was so gracious. No cancer was found, and a hysterectomy was not needed. Still, I was devastated. This was one of the roughest times in my life. I underwent daily, weekly, and finally monthly tests for cancer. Until finally, after a little over a year, I was cleared to try and get pregnant. We were blessed with Aiden, a beautiful, healthy boy. It's so joyful. Shortly after his first birthday, we knew we should try for another child. And we were blessed once again with Owen, a beautiful boy, but this time not a healthy one. At his out-of-hospital doctor's visit, we learned he was born with a heart defect that could require open-heart surgery. It took 6 agonizing weeks to get an appointment with a pediatric cardiologist. During this time, we asked everyone we knew to pray for healing. Soon the prayer requests spread, and people we had never met were offering to pray for our son during this time. I wish I could say I handled all of this with grace, but I can't. After the difficulties to have children, and now this, there were a lot of tears and a lot of whys. Why us? Why our son? The appointment came, and Owen was fully healed. Nothing further would need to be done. A few weeks later, after a late night feeding, I lay in bed, and God whispered on my heart. On October 23rd, 2004, I thought I suffered a miscarriage. Exactly 4 years later, on October 23rd, 2008, our second son was born. On December 4th, 2004, I was rushed off to surgery with no certainty of my future. On December 4th, 2008, again exactly 4 years later, we learned our son was healed of all his heart defects. God took my 2 worst days and made them my 2 best days. He changed my greatest suffering to my greatest joy. My hope for you is that you will not see God as some distant deity who set the world in motion. He's someone who waits for you to invite him to be part of your life, to allow him to work. And if you do, he will show you so many miracles along the way. We are created to be in relationship with Him, and I want you to feel that relationship, that love.